Okay, I'm all set.
Where you garden some berries, some places in various bays, you went to run off the road, you couldn't, you hung up on signs.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our regular meeting of September 6, 2022. I want to welcome our audience to our regular meeting here this evening. Does any member of council have any pecuniary or financial interest to declare? I do, so I will be declaring at the time when the tenders are being opened. Council, you've had an opportunity to see the minutes of August 23rd, open and close. We have a motion to approve those minutes.
Moved by Deb Linsky, second by Ted Brown, motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting held on August 23rd, 2022, open for discussion.
All those in favor? Carried, thank you. Okay, so we're going to go to our, to Dean, and I will declare my conflict right now.
I declare pecuniary interest regarding surplus opening plans to.
Did I say Wisniewski? No. Oh,
Moved by Stanley Kokoski, second by Carl Keel, motion for Debbie Linsky to chair the meeting in the mayor's absence. All in favor? Carried.
all right. So. Is it just the one?
Check there's one or two.
Oh, two. One is an email and one is an envelope? Okay. So the email. So this is the bid for the 2009 International. This is received on behalf of Basil Cox, COX. The quote, $12,500. Okay, and the second offer, tender offer is from G. Wisniewski Logging Limited. Wisniewski, I would like to submit an offer of $15,000 for the 2009 International. Mhm. Okay. So yeah, Tammy just notified me that the one bid was received by email and the other one, of course, was properly done. All bids, and this is right in the ad, all bids must be sealed and clearly marked and submitted to the undersigned no later than 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday, 6:30. So this one was emailed, it wasn't sealed. So just to give you a heads up. So again, the first one was from Basil Cox for $12,500. And the other one from G. Wisniewski Logging was for $15,000. Comments, questions? No comments or questions?
No.
I'm assuming it's Wisniewski Logging.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take it that you guys want me to write this up? Guess somebody signed it. Oh, you have one? Oh, you do, sorry. That's right, Tam was ahead. That's great. I got that, so it just has to be filled in. Council, motion on the floor.
Moved by John Jeffrey, second by Ted Brown, motion to accept the following following bid for the sale of used equipment, 2009 International Truck from G. Wisniewski Wabi Limited in the amount of $15,000.
Discussion on motion? All in favor? Carried. All right. And I will, yeah. Motion on the floor?
Moved by Carl Keel, second by Stan Kowski, motion for the mayor to resume sharing balance of the meeting.
All in favor? Carried.
Thank you, council. So then, Dean, could we have your report, please?
Sure, absolutely. Our gravel tender there, we had that last week there. The guys had put gravel on Mask Road, Scenic, Mountain View, and Willow North. They had 6 belly dumps there going last week as well, so it was really good. We should receive our truck this week, our new tandem plow truck this week. They're getting it crowned because I was in the tender, RFP, I mean, to get it undercoated, so it should be here this week. Winter sand, we're just about finished. We're probably about maybe 50, 60 loads of winter sand left to haul in, but we should probably by next week, we should have that completed. Tremor Road, we've been doing culverts on Tremor Road and ditching as well. Mary Street, we put a culvert in as well last week. We're doing training tomorrow for working at heights here at the office for the guys. The RFP for the C&D should be open tonight. And the trees for the loggers games, we had started that as well, Stanley. We talked about that before. So they should have, we should have them in by probably Thursday. And we'll be just looking at the basswood like we were talking about, whatever for the
Yeah, well,
sure.
that would be kind of a minor detail, just
Yeah.
one tree involved there.
So the only other thing I have is just the RFPs for the C&D and bulky waste at the land.
I'll get back to you tomorrow sometime, maybe near the end of the day, or you call me when you're finished here.
Sure.
And I'll know by then whether the little girl there would approve the cutting of that tree there.
Yep, for sure.
So I was shocked when I got the phone call. I guess you typed the dog surprise of the lifetime.
That it then?
Just the tenders.
Just the RFP for the
The RFA
C&D.
for the construction demolition.
Yep.
I'm telling you, it's free. Normally get that many, it's wonderful. First one is from National Grinding Inc. Okay, the total price they have, they said excluding HST, 23,000. I don't know yet. Oh. There's no indication. Okay, NAD Core Environmental Shredding Limited. NAD space, hyphen. Core Environmental Shredding Limited. Price excluding HST, $39,344.
Where are they based out of? Does it say? That's okay. We can- Yeah,
I think is what I said.
on the Quebec
I
side?
think.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it looks like. There's. But it doesn't anywhere have an address.
Not even on
Is
the.
that
No,
plus HST?
no, excluding,
Yeah, not even on the envelope. But maybe it's inside there
somewhere, gotta be
somewhere.
in there somewhere.
I just didn't see it quickly. And the last one. It's a numbered company, 1499545 Ontario Inc. And then it has in care of Northern Bulk Logistics. And they're from Sudbury. And their price is 36,000. That's excluding HST. Can I have the first one back? $36,000 excluding HST. So the lowest one is the national branding, but we have to send them to Dale, and they're gonna go over them to ensure that they're all meeting the requirements.
Bit of difference though, right?
Well, maybe there's something in there that's different, but yeah.
Where's the national branding from, sorry?
Ranford.
Yeah, I see a reference number.
I can see. One thing, I think the book just gets something here, right? If you.
And then me.
Mhm.
Okay,
All right.
all right. Anything else that you have, Dean?
The only other thing there, I forgot to mention that in my report was coal patch has gone up 39%.
Really?
And tell them the other thing, salt.
Salt has gone up as well. Last year we paid 109 per ton. Now this year it's 121.50 per ton for salt. So, and what do you call it? The coal patch was a 106 last year roughly per ton,
Yeah.
and this year is 147. Since September, since the oil price has gone up, so.
Just within a year.
Yeah, so you know what?
My oil for next
Maybe you're
year.
gonna have to stuff those holes with
Oh,
old gravel, eh?
That's painful.
Yeah, make it look like there's no.
My oil price for this winter's gone up 50%.
Ooh,
Crazy.
What was that, Carol?
My oil from 265 a month has gone up to.
Oil or propane?
420 a month,
Oh, you have oil?
oil.
Yeah. Okay.
There's Teddy.
Smile,
There you go.
Paying your
You're like
wages.
working.
I'm just gonna buy my wife a couple of quotes and stick them in the fridge.
Listen, we do not turn the heat higher than 61 in our house. Doesn't matter if it's 40 below outside.
Mine is
Yeah.
73.
We hardly, I know we're not a big, I'm probably not, we're just chipping you because it's not very
And
much,
the bump
but.
on her house will freeze.
Well, Tammy wouldn't live with me. No. My son walked in and threw $20 on the table, and said, could you turn the heat up? That's all I hear. Anything else? Steve?
No one else needs it this time.
Okay, any, sorry,
Sorry.
Ted?
Oh,
Ted?
Just wondering, do we know when BI's go start their roads?
No, they have till the end of October.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
They're paving in the park today, I know that.
No, they have till the end of.
They have
October.
till the end of October, but they've got all the prep work done.
Yeah, we got all the culverts in, the ditching on Tremor, culvert here on Mary Street has been completed. So yeah, we're just waiting for them, so we can pulverize both. the road. As of right now, there's no time.
Carl,
Oh, 8 o'clock Friday morning?
Stanley?
For that event there, Dean, will we be able to get a couple of barricades there?
How many do you need?
I'd say if we even have 4, we'll use rope. You know, but nice to have one here and there, something to anchor to. The rope in the field.
Yeah, no, we can take a few barricades there and then we can take some pylons and some cones and barrels and stuff.
Homes there too,
Yeah, he
I'm
doesn't.
not sure, there might be 1 or 2 in that little trailer. But, if they happen to get really good at public and breathing, the cones up there, it's not the
Yeah, no, we can, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Anyone else have anything, Ted?
Just before he leaves, you ever hear back from Hydro with that tree?
They were there the next day. I haven't heard a word back. I can call again, because I phoned for Justin. And then the guy that looks after all that stuff said he had a crew coming in here the next morning. I
Yeah,
said we're coming. I seen a truck here, and I seen a car here. And we were supposed to. Well, I can over and find out.
yeah, maybe. So we can let people know there,
Yeah.
that's the, we'll have to.
Yeah,
or-
do it or what, yeah.
You know, we treat. what he's
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah, he talked about it last meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else have anything for Dean? Council, I was gonna do this under, new business, but, I didn't even talk to Dean about this, so I don't even know if he knows about this, but, when the staff met with me and, we were suggesting that, okay, so, as you know, Wealth has moved out and, yeah, so, we were wondering if we could use that space that he was in. So what we would do is we'd move Tyler and Kim in there. Tyler and Kim have no room in that office, you know, because they're doing big plans and stuff like that. They're kind of squashed in there. And on half of it, and then the other half, we bring the files up from, because they're not secure. Some of those personnel files are not secure in the basement. So we could bring those files up, petition it off and have a door that can lock so that nobody can get into that the filing system, only those that are authorized to do so. Then Tyler would have more room to lay out his plans. Kim would have more room for, right now, she's pretty squashed in there for filing or sorting, so she's running down, up and down the basement because the space isn't there. We'd move the personnel files then from the basements to the area, we'd secure it, lock it so that only the authorized, and we have it covered under the alarm system, so we know we're protected. Then we would move Dean into Tyler's office, so he'd have a lot more room. Right now, he's pretty intense in there. It's pretty small. And that way you'd have a lot more room that you could have a table and have, you know, anything out that you need to. And then Chris and Dean's office, they're both very, very tiny. We take the wall out and Chris would have more room. So basically everybody'd get more room because it's pretty squashed.
That's not a supporting wall, though, is it?
No,
Is it block or is it?
Tyler went and looked at it and so did Dale. And he said, he never got back to me if it is blocked, but he said we could do something there that it could have an opening in there. And then you'd have a bigger office, you know, because right now Dean's office is pretty tiny. And so,
So,
that's on purpose, so nobody can visit it.
so
That's right, yeah, we'll shut her down.
Yeah.
would we, more lots, where would we have to redo all that, right?
Yeah, it's
I know.
it's pretty clean in there, like, they did really a good job when they left. But, I mean, you know, we need new carpeting, the floors, it's old, it's like old school stuff. So it would have to be fixed, but if council would agree to this, at least they could start making plans on how they're gonna proceed. We can't spend any money, but we could, start the process. We can spend up to 50,000, right?
But what costs, that's.
No, it won't, but we don't have the money in the budget, so maybe they could start the plans and how we're gonna do it. Some of that work, the painting, that little stuff like that could maybe be done, and then after the new year, then the new budget, then, we could be buying carpets and bringing walls down and those kind of things. So those that are okay with it, I went and I viewed everything, it really is a good plan. I think our staff need that space, they're squashed, And like I see Dean in there, I go to meet with him and I almost have to sit outside and he has to sit inside and maybe talk to
JD does that on purpose.
But
So-
he's small.
Yeah, but I'm small too, you better say that. And anyway, so would council agree with the idea of that? Show of hands. Perfect, okay, so we can tell Dale then that, and then Dean, you'll know, you'll move you, okay?
First time I heard.
Sorry, you weren't here when we were discussing it, and, yeah. And then-
Hotel room, Clifford I had in Toronto, if they want to change their mind, we gotta get out of the room.
Yeah, we got to stay.
Why that's a small room? Down great, there's not even room to lay your suitcase down.
Anybody else have anything for Dean? Dean, do you have anything else for us?
No, just-
Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Thanks.
Take care, Dean.
Yeah.
So Chris is away today, so we'll go to you there.
So what we have on the floor is a resolution that we, approve the equipment for the district and housing.
Oh, yeah.
So moved by Ted Brown, second by John Jeffrey, motion to approve the following are hereby appointed to the board of Killaloo and District Housing Incorporated, effective September 28th, 2022. Doug Welk, Dan Harrington, Mary Krankovich, Andy Murray, Glenn Allen, Bet Jean McNabb, Ren Crossland, Janet Johnson, Terry Mullen, and Deanne Farah.
Okay, discussion on the motion? All those in favor? Carried. Anything else, Tammy?
I do. So I just wanted to update on Station Park. I talked with our asset manager and there was a complaint that came through with regards to bees and
Yes.
the play structure. So he's reported that bees have, he's been going over to spray them and trying to get rid of them. There's been no nests that he can find, but he's sprayed and he's found some bees that are there. The stepping logs are going to be cut. He had to wait until Dean came back to discuss with Dean. But the stepping logs are going to be cut down where there's no damage anymore so that the kids won't get hurt when they're on there. We'll be removing the tangled log play section as it's starting to deteriorate. And he's still trying to get a load of mulch. And he's hoping that he'll be able to have the works department pick it up locally, and once we get a hold of it, then he has indicated that they will spread it on the surface. And he will be replacing the short slide with a longer one this week.
So I got an email just complaining about a whole bunch of stuff in the park, so I sent it to the staff and I said, take care of it. So that's basically what Tammy's reporting on. So the things that these taxpayers noticed, and we've addressed them, the staff has addressed them.
And that's it.
And that's it.
We have the closed session.
Yeah, we haven't closed that. I have to talk to you because I marked mine out. Okay, let's move on then. We have the minutes from the emergency management, July 19th and September 30th. So could we have those minutes?
Moved by Ted Brown, second by John Jeffrey, motion to approve the minutes of the Emergency Management Program Committee meeting held on July 19th, 2019, and September 30th, 2021, open session.
All those in favor? It's carried. Okay, then that's it for you, Tammy, then? All right, correspondence. I'm gonna go quickly. If you want something to be done, stop me. First one is from the Renfrew County Regional Science Tech Fair. The second is information from County Council. I asked her to print it up. So as you will see, the County Council session is going to be on Wednesday, November 23rd. They've decided to go ahead and So whoever is elected here won't be able to attend that meeting because they won't be sworn in yet, so. And then the second, I have, the zoning bylaw, right, that were mentioned there. And that MTO about the highway corridor management system, and that is available online, so I want council to have that information. And then there's an update on all the projects that's happening in KHR and Renfrew County, just for your information. Are there any comments or questions on any of that?
Is there, sorry,
Yeah,
is there any word on the wall here yet at the church?
no,
It's going on for 2 years.
yeah, no, but we haven't given them the 5,000, have we?
I thought we did.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I thought we did last year.
Yeah, I don't know that we give it to them if they didn't start.
I don't know if you check it out time and see.
Yeah,
if
did
we
you check please? I'm pretty sure we didn't give it to them, but I always forget, try to make a note not to forget. When we have a county operations, I can ask them. Did you have your hand up?
Yeah, so they did say they will come back and look at Cameron Street Bridge
Yes,
and
Yes.
here.
yeah, and they have,
It's still in the works, I'm here.
yeah, I suppose so, I can ask about that too.
Yeah, because.
I'll ask for an update, yeah,
The water lays on the side of the bridge.
yeah, I know. They have committed, it's public, it's on YouTube, they committed to doing it,
Yeah.
so, at least we have that. I will try to remember to ask. No.
2 bridges.
I was thinking the same thing today, I drove over and I was, no. And I said, geez, I wonder what they're doing. Okay, next is a thank you. Dear Mayor, TJ, council and staff, thank you for permitting us to conduct our annual constituency clinic in the chamber. Many of our mutual constituents received assistance. I appreciate all you have done. Cheryl Gallant. Then this was upside down. No. What do you have next?
Northumberland.
Oh, yeah, North, yeah, okay. We have the resolution. Comments, questions? Okay, then we have an email about Building Homes Act.
What do you think about the mayor's getting all that power? Not
No,
too
I
much.
don't, yeah, I don't agree with it.
I
I don't want her. I don't want her.
I don't like it because people vote us in to make decisions.
Well, absolutely. If the mayor can veto everything,
Right.
it's dumb. It's stupid. Anyways, I don't know. I totally disagree with it. I do not, if I'm sitting here, I do not want, I was very nervous when we were going through COVID to make sure that you guys were involved and knew what was going on. There was no way I want that kind of.
I'm assuming this had a lot to do with the freedom control, right? And that-
Well, yeah, and see, it's Ottawa and Toronto that are
Yeah,
getting
of course,
the
the
big,
big,
yeah.
I know, but then they had no power to do anything.
Why do we have Ford in there if it's getting all the power from the mayors?
I don't know, I didn't read the whole thing, I don't know, it's the veto, so let's say council voted something and the mayor thought it was absolutely the worst thing for the
Yeah.
municipality.
Go.
Yeah, he or she could veto
What
it,
way I read it, and understood it is if 2/3 of council
still,
still hold the mayor.
even though the veto power? Well, why would you get veto power if they can still
And it's
overturn?
not for everything, it's for.
No, it's only for Ottawa and Toronto.
Yeah.
No, it's not, they can't override everything, the way I understand it. It's
Yeah,
for
maybe you know, I
certain
didn't,
aspects like housing
okay,
to, for speeding things up
okay.
and stuff
Okay.
like that. It's
So-
not for everything the way. I
Good,
understand
well, I don't think a mayor should have any authority on any issue. I don't care if it's housing or whatever, I think council is the boss, so I disagree with that. But I didn't read it fully, because it's really only for Ottawa and Toronto, even, I believe Ottawa and Toronto don't want it, so. Okay, the next is from, Cheryl Sanders from Northumberland. Well, they wanted to release some documents that council's, everybody's okay with going past, okay? And I think that's the Ottawa Valley business. Okay, and then the business, okay. All right, then we'll go to bylaws. So we have in front of us the bylaw 40/2022 dissolving the KHR from the Joint Municipal Physician Recruitment and Retention Committee.
Moved by John Jeffrey, second by Ted Brown, motion for first and second reading of bylaw 40/2022. Being a bylaw to authorize the mayor and CAO clerk treasurer to execute a bylaw dissolving the Joint Municipal Physician Recruitment and Retention Committee.
Any discussion? All those in favor? It's carried. You want me to sign it? Oh, yeah, first reading. Sorry, first reading short.
The Corporation of the Township of Killeen, Hagerty, and Richards bylaw number 40/2022.
Discussion. Second reading short.
The Corporation of the Township of Killeen, Hagerty, and Richards bylaw number 40/2022.
Any discussion? Motion for third.
Moved by John Jeffrey, second by Ted Brown, motion for third reading of bylaw 40/2022.
All those in favor? Carried. Third reading short.
The Corporation of the Township of Killeen, Hagerty, and Richards bylaw number 40/2022.
Okay. Unfinished business. So, Ted, you had asked me, we got the, request from the housing, about the housing. So then I called Ish a couple of times, we were doing phone tags, so finally I emailed him. And, I'll just read what he says, and I asked him about, we wanted to know what was going on. So our committee member, Mayor Janice TJ, contacted me in her official capacity to see what the agenda for our town hall will be. Of course, we haven't discussed this yet, which is why I'm asking all of you, including Janice, for your opinion. But here is how I see it playing out. Well, they didn't make the points, eh? But he had like points. You know?
Well, it's town hall agenda, introductions, your stories,
Yeah.
solutions.
So you see, do you have that?
Yeah, we all have it.
Okay, so then, I still need authorization from council then to get Chris to set it up if we want to be involved and support. Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you give it to Chris then and, tell him to go ahead and do that? Any other unfinished business? There was new business, sorry. Any new business? New business? Okay, we need to, go in camera, for a couple of issues for,
I have.
client,
I
lawyer,
have this, okay,
okay, the lawyer,
yeah, and personnel or no?
personnel,
Okay.
anything on litigation. I was looking here. Was there anything else tonight? I think that's,
I think that covers it.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Moved by Deb Swinsky, second by Ted Brown, be it resolved that council moved into a closed meeting pursuant to section 239 of the Municipal Act 2001 as amended for the following reasons. Personal matters without an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees. Advice that is subject to solicitor client privilege, including communications necessary for that purpose.
All those in favor? Carried. We'll be back ladies and gentlemen, after we go through the closed session. Thank you.